Good morning for the fourth time. Daniel Swartz here from Sweet Home Farms. I'm walking a fence line right now and looking for just got to get it ready to maybe get some critters down in here. I was talking about homesteading and why I am doing more construction. Just a little bit of different chatter and stuff. So, there's a lot of people that they see, all the benefits that we get from our hard work. They see, you got fresh meat, you butcher pigs, you got your milk from your cow, you got your farm fresh eggs, you got your homemade bread, you got your garden full of produce, you got your pantry full of canned produce and meat, and you got sauerkraut, you got horseradish. And when they come over and they're your guests and they see all these things and they're like, man, you guys are lucky. You're so lucky to have all this. Wow. I wish I had this stuff. I wish I was this lucky. Man, you have it nice. Boy, one day I want to have me a farm like this, boy. Maybe they don't mean it the way it sounds, but luck had nothing to do with it. It ain't luck. Am I blessed? Sure. But my wife and I made the conscious decision to live this way and do the work and do what it takes to produce what we have. We didn't just walk out there and, hey, look, there's a tomato in the garden. We planted that tomato. We ran around late at night when there's a frost threat. Late in the afternoon, early evening, there's a frost threat. And we're busting our butt to come up with some kind of contraption to cover them because they're already 10 inches tall with buds on them. And any nightshade plant that gets frost is probably just going to die. There's so much of that stuff. It's so much extra work. That dog just tripped me. That ain't luck. That is not luck. We worked our butt off for everything we have, and that was a conscious decision. So a lot of people who are just enamored with the homestead lifestyle, boy, the homestead, oh boy, one day I'm gonna have this, one day I'm gonna have that, and I think I could handle this stuff. Maybe you could. You might be able to. It is not. Don't romanticize it. You get animals and you get a farm, it's probably going to be harder work than you've ever done. For most people I'm talking about most people, it's not going to be harder work than what most people have done. It's going to be harder work than what most people who have that mindset ever did. Because yes, it'd be great. So you have to work really hard, put aside the resources, and then buy what you need to do what you need to do. And a lot of people, they won't even start because they have 20 to 100 acres in mind. They're not willing to start on 2 or 5. But I tell you, if you can afford 5 acres out in the country, buy 5 acres. And then put your time and resources and effort into that 5 acres, fix up what you have, and then it's not wasted money if you decide to expand and go to 20 acres or 100 acres. Because you're going to have built up the equity of that property. You can sell it, either get your money back, or most likely, if you don't let it turn into a shithole, you're going to have a valuable piece of equity to sell. And you roll that over into your bigger operation. If you wait for your dream to be perfect before you take a step forward, you're never going to realize your dream. Dreams are not things to stumble upon. Dreams are things that you strive for and you earnestly seek, and you put all your time and effort into it. Otherwise, you're living in la la land. You're dreaming empty dreams. You're just living in wish land. If you're not willing to take that first step towards your goal. You're just hoping that one day you're going to walk out of your door and it's going to be laying on your sidewalk and you're going to trip over it and fall and splat and get up and say, damn, that's what I was looking for. That's exactly what I wanted. That's what I've been dreaming about every single day. That never happens. Ever. You got a dream in mind and a goal. You got to pursue it. You got to go after it hard and make it happen. Because if you don't have the mindset to go after it yourself, if your dream was just handed to you, you'd resent it. Because all of a sudden you went from not doing anything to working your butt off for something. And you'd be like, this isn't what I imagined. I just thought it was all going to be easy and fluffy and fine. No, if you have a dream, you got to take that first step. And you just never look back and just pursue it. And you know the value that you're going to get isn't really even going to be once you finally have your dream. It's going to be, it's going to sound corny, but it's going to be what the true value you get out of your dream is going to be all the time, the effort, and energy that you put in building it. The process of building your dream literally has more value to you than once you actually get there. Because if you got an end goal in mind, I'm just going to have this certain thing and I'm going to be happy. If you do achieve that thing, it's not going to take very long for you to become bored and unhappy unless you set new goals and new dreams. Because at different stages in your life, your dreams and goals should change. Once you've achieved a certain amount of success in one thing and you've done really well, then you need to refocus on something else, because you got to have a purpose in this life. So anyone out there trying to achieve their goals and dreams and working really hard, don't give up. Even if you have something happen that makes you look and feel like you're doing nothing but going backwards, just take a good look at it. And you got to ask yourself the question, is this a bad thing? It feels bad at the moment, but hey, hush. Feels bad at the moment, but what's it going to look like a year from now? This could end up being the greatest blessing the Lord has ever given me. Sometimes it feels like a catastrophe, but then you give it a year and you're going to realize maybe that this was a great blessing. It's the best thing that ever happened, because it forced me to maybe address some things in my life that I haven't been addressing. I've been ignoring and hoping they go away. And then all of a sudden shit hits the fan and you just start truthfully addressing everything in your life. And you're like, you know what? I've been lying to myself in a few of these areas, and we're gonna change that, and we're gonna grow. Y'all have a God blessed day.